Hello to all the Iron Lung and Markiplier fans. I'm Stella, and this is my video about how I made my jacket for my Ava cosplay from the movie adaptation of Iron Lung. This is it. Isn't she beautiful? I love her. When I say that I made this with, like, actually the whole cosplay, but especially this, with blood, sweat, and tears, I'm not joking. I literally blood, sweat, and tears went into this. Not even just as an expression, like couple meltdowns later. She's done. Well, mostly done. Okay, before starting this, I do want to say there are like some snap things up here, and like there's another button looking thing on the collar. I still need to make the little button, and I need bigger snaps so that I can go through all these layers of quilting because this is like thick. Okay, she's thick. But anyways, I made this starting with a Frankenstein of patterns. I believe I used some from Cashmere and Seamwork? Question mark? I don't know. It was a Frankenstein of patterns and testing out multiple different patterns, and I had a couple of mock-ups, but eventually I did get a mock-up that worked, and that mock-up is actually what I used for this jacket's lining. And I had to learn how to quilt for this too. I've never done quilting before, like ever. So this is my first time. Hello, English. This is my first time quilting, right? It was an interesting process, but it was pretty fun. I had to start the quilt, I took a like spray adhesive and I worked that onto a layer of backing, about two layers of quilting batting, and then the actual fabric on top of that. And once I had my little sandwiches, I could get to sewing it. I had to mark it all out with tape, like the different lines for the patterns, which, oh my god, eventually I just gave up on the tape. That was really annoying. And I was like, I'm done marking this out. I'm just gonna measure it and then sew it, because it's just straight lines, I'll be fine. And so, you know, it worked out. But yeah, oh my god, this is some of my best work. I mean, for a first time quilting, come on, man. Look, like, are we for real? I would so do this again. Mind you, I'm doing this on like a little home sewing machine, so, you know, I'm putting this thing to work. Okay, like, it's not, she had to go through so many layers. It was, I don't even know how it managed to work. I did run into some bugs. That was hell. Ask me about it. But yeah, no, it worked out. It's fine. And when I was searching through the references, it was hard for me to tell if it was like what the different patterns for quilting were, but I did eventually kind of figure it out, I think. I hope my quilting is accurate. I don't know. Just trying to find things with behind the scenes footage, but there's still not much, so, you know. This is the best that I've got with what I have, and it's okay. After everything was quilted though, then I had to sew it all together with the thick pieces. Okay, I'm cramming this in the night before a con. I was rushing. I was locked in. I sewed from 4 p.m. to almost 2 a.m. that day. Ow. Ow, that's all I have to say, ow. Okay, on the other hand, ignoring my ramblings, the collar and the cuffs were both pre-made. What I did with that is, so I had to kind of stretch out the collar to get it to fit because it was slightly too short, and the sleeves, I had to fit this onto to get my free arm out. My free arm wasn't small enough to fit the actual sleeve on, so I'm like cramming this thing under my sewing machine. You know, I had to turn this into a literal porcupine with pins to hold it open, stretch it out so that it would fit around the whole sleeve, trying to fit it under my little tiny machine, and it's, oh my god, why do I literally put myself through hell for silly little whimsical projects? By the end of the day, I was on the verge of tears. I did cry. I did cry. Normalize admitting that kind of stuff, because if you want to get into crafting, just know it will happen, and it's okay. I still do it. I still break down over this stuff, and you know, we get through it, because look, I also had to resew the sleeves multiple times because it kept giving me errors with easing it.
I just got back on the platform!
I also had to modify the zipper. I was so pissed. I had to take off 2 little zipper teeth Just two little guys. Took 20 fucking minutes. Like I said, it is fully lined. This is gorgeous. Look at it, fully lined. Fully lined. Yes, it's very warm. To get the badge on without having Velcro through the lining, I actually had to, when I was sewing the lining, I had to stop at a point. Like I went all the way around on both sides and I left a little hole in the lining. And then I pulled that like further open so that I could slip it under my sewing machine and just sew where the quilting is, and on that backing layer. And then I had to go in and hand sew it shut so that this is just seamless and you can't tell that there's Velcro holding this together. The fabric for this is from Mood Fabrics. I believe it's Plateau Gold, something like that. I had to take multiple different swatches. Okay, there was so many swatch orders that I went through to try and find a color similar to hers, because for some reason finding a jacket this color, so impossible. I don't know why. It's a tan, slightly shiny jacket. You would think that there would be fabric in this color out there, but no. And they have like fully binded zippers. From photo references, I could tell that there wasn't, it didn't look like there was just a normal like front facing zipper right here. It's like they took the zipper, it's like sewn into the lining so that it kind of slightly crosses over right here, instead of just, you just zip it up, it like, you know, it goes over. I'm so horrible at explaining. I feel like I don't know, I can't tell. I'm just saying shit at this point. If anyone has any sort of questions about this, let me know. Please ask away. Literally about anything for the whole cosplay. And I hope you guys will stay tuned for more of my crafting shenanigans and stuff like that I post, and, you know, just silly stuff.